All right, let's fade this beard.
This is Self Haircuts by Dane, and welcome back to the channel. This is week 2 of the beard series. The beard has grown in a little thicker this week, so it's given me a little more to play with. My main focus this week is to, one, fade the beard, and I always fade the beard, but this week, because it's a little darker, the fade is a little more prominent, and it forces, or it makes the hair that runs along, my mouth area and my jawline look a little darker. Number 2 is to keep the beard line or the jaw line, that line that runs along my neck, as full as possible. And then number 3 is just focusing on the cheek and the part that connects from my cheek to my mouth, right? So my beard is a little light right there, and my goal is to keep it as high as possible. If I cut it too low, or if I use the straight edge razor too low on it, it may take weeks for that hair to grow back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it as full as possible. And then in the coming weeks, as the hair becomes a lot darker, it will give me, or it will tell me where the line should be. But for right now, I'm gonna keep it as natural and as full as possible.
All right. So remember I was telling you last week about side profiles, right? So now that the hair starts to grow in a little thicker, it's a little darker, and my beard grows dark along my jawline, right? So as it gets thicker down here, it'll start to disguise my little double chin. But in the meantime, we gotta keep it consistent, right? So think of maybe two fingers above your Adam's apple, maybe a finger and a half. I would go like a finger and a half. And I always start in the middle. Always start in the middle. Right? And then now, I got this little pimple right here, or whatever this is. We're gonna use that as a reference. It's a perfect reference line. All right? It's honestly a little too low. Right? You don't want it to become too square. Like, I still want it to follow the natural flow of my jawline. So right now, instead of me keeping it boxy like this, my jawline is right there. I want that line to go like that. All right, so watch how I adjust it. Like that. And then when I do the vertical part, you'll catch it. But if you see the jawline right now, no matter what angle you see it from, this line is parallel to the jawline, and then underneath, it sits far enough where if I ever get caught in an angle like this, my jawline still looks fairly strong, right? I could probably go up a little further, but I like it where it is right now. And as it grows thicker, I'll see the natural flow of the beard. and then I'll be able to dictate a little better where the line should be. But in the meantime, just keep it where it is. One of the scariest parts of my beard, or of anybody's beard to cut, is the Adam's apple. When I say if this catches the Adam's apple, dog, God. So what I do is I stretch the skin this way. It goes like this. I was afraid to talk. Then I'll stretch it back this way. And then I'll do that other side. Wow. Alright, let's do the vertical part now. So again, I got a nice corner already, right? So I want it to meet right there. Thankfully, my corners or my vertical parts don't grow that strong. So I could just legit dab it one time and it'll get the angle that it needs. But again, you want it to follow the natural flow of your jawline. You don't want it to be anything abnormal. So ready? And then what I do sometimes is I brush the hair this way. Brush it towards the line. Just like that. All right, let's get this beard right now. So you see that it kind of grew in, and the mustache is still really, really dark, right? What I'm probably gonna do is knock this mustache down just a little bit, maybe with the grain. Let me do one guard width. Let me close it. So I don't want anything too strong. My goal is for this transition right here to be just really seamless. Right? I don't want to edge it up and then be like, damn, this part right here is too thick. And then probably what I'll do is do something similar. All I'm really doing is as the hair grows in, I'm just creating a better transition between some of the darker spots, the fuller spots where my beard grows, versus the lighter spots, which is up here, right? I grow it really dark right here, right here, right here, and along my jawline. If I can almost fade it, it looks a lot better. All right, now let's do the mustache. I feel like your mustache is the part that makes the beard a lot of times, right? Like depending on how I change this up or how thin I go with this, my beard looks completely different, right? So the first part is catching all the hair that's overlapping or overhanging on the lip. You can already see how much better that looks. Probably went a little too high right there, but it's all good. And then this right here, gotta get the top now. So I'm gonna keep it thick. I'm gonna keep it as thick as possible, but I still want this line to be nice and sharp. And between this, between the trimmers and the straight edge razor, hopefully I can get a nice strong line up here, right? All right, just like that. Just like that. And then I'm just gonna prep the top of this line. So I'm gonna keep it as high as possible, and over the next couple of weeks I'll find a good spot for it, but I wanna keep it as high. Something like that. And now for the straight edge. This bitch smell good, boy. This should smell good. What is this? All right, let's start with this right side first. And again, I'm gonna keep it as high as possible.